I would like to get some auth going for other stuff too. Like we want to do referrals and all kinds of other things, but I don't want to talk about future features that much because future features, something can always go awry. One of the rainiest countries is England. Yeah, that tracks with the lore. So over the week, I checked out a service called Auth0, and wow, they've they've really built some stuff over there. I'm impressed. I can't believe I was trying to build an open source version of that because what they're doing is quite a lot. They seem pricey. I mean, I guess compared to all the hours I was going to put into Sincere Auth, it feels cheap to me. Like their free version is seems sufficient to get started at least. And then let's see if we can bring up their pricing real quick. Auth0.com. No pricing. But then minimize this window. Sometimes you need to do that. Yeah, $35 a month is, and even $240 a month. That feels so cheap compared to how much effort I was putting into Sincere Auth. And plus they maintain it going forward too. I don't know what your hourly rate is, but say it's $20 a month, $20 an hour. So we have Solver. I have it installed. Why is it not coming up? Because let's just do it here. 240 divided by 20 is 12 hours. So if I spend 12 hours a month on it at $20 an hour, that's still come out ahead paying them, and they have a whole team. Is one way to think about it. And I guess as my mentor said, once Underway is supporting me, then I can do anything. I can start the podcast. I can live stream all day. I can work on open source stuff. I can build out the Android app, like all kinds of other stuff opens up. I can build out the web app. Tommy pays you $20 an hour now. That's in pounds or euros though, probably, which I think is still doing slightly better than $1. But still, 12 hours a month, I was definitely putting in more than that. And I mean, they do have a free version, which I think is going to support me for at least for a few minutes. So I think I'm going to move forward with this, and the dream is not dead, just deferred. Okay, let's go ahead and log in off screen. Iden says, Tommy thought I did 3 hours of work, but I felt like 1 hour. So I think of it that way as more like $60 an hour. I guess that's how you know you're doing the right thing. That's what they say. If it feels like time flies when you're doing something, that means that's your higher self or your inner self validating what you're doing. Time flies when you're having fun, as they say. Yeah, so I have some APIs here. I have the admin API, and I think today we're gonna try to make some requests, maybe from the admin app. So, hoping to do some like quote unquote real code today, and we'll see how that goes. All code is real code. Where is my screen? Getting more used to this desk pad thing. I like it because it helps me control like what is shown on the screen. Okay, so I guess this is the subscription screen. Let's just hit up the simulator real quick. call to main actor in a synchronous, non-isolated context. Can I just say main actor for everything here? I can, I guess. And let's create this profile wireframe. So the point of a wireframe is it kind of handles setting up the screen so that you can do stuff like this. Like, here's the screen. Now do your stuff with it. And it works great across, UI. It helps me use, let me start over. Because it's totally managed by the wireframe, whether that screen is in UIKit or in SwiftUI, like the rest of the app doesn't really care, which is beautiful encapsulation. I barely use UIKit and only use storyboards. Yeah, storyboards were so cool when they came out, but then trying to like merge storyboards on a team of like multiple people, that got really funky, and I became a kind of a purist for building views in code. So these are a observable object. Sure, I'll just copy myself. I was probably right. It looks like I need to import SwiftUI instead of UIKit, which makes sense because we're going to use a hosting controller. Iden says, yeah, it seemed painful. I am kind of annoyed how the course I got only did storyboards in the UIKit section, but I skipped the section and zoomed to SwiftUI. Yeah, I would do all these, all the constraints and stuff by hand. And I'm really just copying myself from this other screen. So we're going to have a hosting controller that's going to hold the profile screen. Because this is a tab, it's just going to be inside of a nav controller. You could do this, I guess, in... Well, no, I mean... The nav controller is hosting the hosting controller. I really wish UI hosting controller was named something else, but I guess everyone knows what it means by this point. So it's kind of pointless to change, but it's a SwiftUI hosting controller, not a UI hosting controller. But I guess it's in UIKit, so I guess tomato, potato there, really. Yeah, so we'll just do this, keep it nice and simple for now, make sure everything is wired up. Because I have some weird copy-paste stuff like that. Command R to run. Cool, so we have the profile screen. And I guess we want to kind of check if we're logged in and then log in kind of on load. So I think we want to import, we import auth0, and then we have do we have a credentials manager? And how do I use this thing? Credentials management utility for securely storing and retrieving the user's credentials from the keychain. It's not thread safe. It's not thread safe, but it looks like it's doing some kind of synchronization. Any authentication. So I think this is auth0 dot authentication. So then I need a client ID and a name. No matter how bad I feel, the sun is shining somewhere, I guess is how they say it. And no matter how good I feel, I don't know. Just life. Yeah. We're doing our best down here. Let's see. So if we get an error, so I have an error at instant class. Instant. Let me check my entire code base. Ident says kind of how I feel before and after the Domino's I ate today. Like Domino's the game or Domino's the pizza brand? Every time I say I'm working on a Subway app, people from the Midwest say the sandwich, the sandwich chain. Duke says, I know how you get less error. You need the purple hat. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this into a different foundation. Because I guess for Swift UI errors, like, they need to be unique. And they're really just unique by timestamp, the most recent one. So where's Foundation? Foundation Swift. I have Foundation Swift UI. I guess this doesn't have any Swift UI specific stuff there. Yeah, so we can just add it in here. Ident says convenient in the moment, but not so good when compared to proper Italian pizza. Well, I'm from New York, so you know how I feel about that. No, just kidding. There's great pizza everywhere. Or, to put it a different way, the best pizza is the pizza I'm eating right now. Tuke says, I think your principal enemy is Xcode. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Import Foundation Util. So then I guess from the error here, we'll wrap it in an error at instant. Cannot find error at instant in scope, but it's right here. Do you need to Command B for it to find it? Oh, did I not make it public? No, it is public. I think you just need to like actually rebuild Mr. Xcode, which I guess is what Tukes was trying to say. Tuke says, do you feel that Vapor is a mature framework and will have a bright future? Maybe it will be as popular as SpringSymphony.net. I don't think anything will ever be as popular as those things. I'm not sure if Vapor has a bright future. I do like the direction that it's going. I'm just not sure if there's enough people interested in Swift on the back end to support it. I really like Swift on the back end because I really like Swift and I like back end stuff. And it says, I'll compare New York pizza to Chicago pizza. Yeah, I mean, it's just different. But a New York slice is a special thing, as is a New Haven. I guess New Haven, they do it mostly by the whole pizza. New York, you do it by the slice. In Chicago, the touristy stuff was, I think, by the pie as well. Come on, Mr. Xcode. Find the guy. Build succeeded. Cannot find. I think if it actually rebuilds, it'll find it. So I did a Command-Shift-K to do a clean. I might have to delete derived data. I do not want to delete the derived data. I just want it to work. Oh, I guess there's one other thing I could try. I could tell it to resolve package dependencies. So it just needs the latest version of this local package. I see it's right there. Error at instant. Resolve. I can see that you can see it. Do I need to specifically like include foundation utils? Doesn't that come in for free via something or other? Like, what's a different type in here? Date provider? Do I have access to date provider? Oh, now it's okay. I guess just resolving it again made it happy enough. Aiden says, I feel it's mainly going to target iOS devs making an app, which also needs a backend and don't want to switch language. Yeah, and just Node has such a great story there because everything, JavaScript is everything these days. Yeah, they're basically just targeting me with Vapor. I mean, obviously there's other people too that are in it. Duke says, after all the time you put on Vapor, is it complete in terms of features? Or at least the needs of that you had? Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I did, when Vapor 4 came out, I did get some pull request merge for some of the stuff that was missing. But that was a long time ago. So if an error does occur, we'll save it in the current error thing. And I guess we'll like show it. Which I guess means, how would we want to show an error? Inside of a VStack, inside of an alert. I think inside of the VStack. So we'll say like, if let current error text of current error dot localized description how do I make it red? Foreground color sets the color of the text. Foreground color will be deprecated, renamed to foreground style. Shape style. Just make it red. Okay, so if we get an error, we'll see it. And if we don't get an error, we won't see anything quite yet. Let's see. So if cred stop. So what is on here? A whole bunch of stuff, which I was not expecting to see. I breathe JavaScript, says Aiden. Yeah, I've gotten more used to it. Doing it at my 9 to 5. Python and Java. Yeah, those are good too. Duke says, is there some job offers that pop up searching for Vapor developers, or is it rare? I've seen them from time to time. I know that the Vapor Discord has a job section. But my dream is to make this app support myself. I'm hoping that I never have to look for employment again or a contract again. I'm hoping that I can sell directly to the people. So we get back a credentials, which has the access token, token type, the refresh token, the ID token. Then I think there's like a JWT library. Yeah, so we can decode that. And I guess we want to save that too in some kind of a state. Tuke says, does Vapor have its own authentication solution? Kinda, but the problem with writing your own is that there's so much that goes into authentication. Like there are tutorials for doing just straight up email password authentication with Vapor. But I mean, I guess it's what your threat model is. Yeah, and then now we're starting to talk about like what is security, and if you talk about what is security, you have to say what you're scared of. Like even a box at the bottom of the ocean is the only way to be secure, and even that can get broken into. Like someone could just swim down to it, I guess, if they really wanted to. But yeah, I guess that's why I'm moving towards just using an existing solution that has a team behind it. Because as a team of one, I need to focus on what I spend my time on. And that can be fortunately or unfortunately. There's this might be my Amazon package. 1 second. Come on. Hey everybody, welcome back. Yeah, that was my Amazon package. Woohoo! Iden says, so far I'm probably going to go deeper with Java Spring Web stuff, since I like how Java Force types. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I like Swift. It's like contemporary, and it has types. I was organizing my wires on my desk. Come on. Okay. So where are we at? Build failed. Okay, so we got the token, and I guess we want to save this too. And what is the type of this thing? This is a JWT. Oops. Pasted that in the wrong spot. And if the JWT is there, I guess we can... Yeah, let's just do if let for now. And let's show something off of it. ID token dot. Returns a claim by its name. Okay, we're gonna have to see what else is in there. Let's just do the issuer for now. Must be unwrapped. Okay, pretty sure it's going to be there, but I guess it's not guaranteed. It is, in fact, optional. Okay, let's see what we get. Duke says, but what I see in most frameworks that have a complete built-in authentication solution, like in Rails 8. Oh, yeah. No credentials were found in the store is an error? Why is that an error? Bro. Am I not passing in the right stuff? Oh, I guess I want to add offline access. Iden says most don't use the ones which do, I find, are more opinionated, like Laravel and Ruby. Yeah, that's true. Because it's all part of the same kind of opinion of how it should work. Let's see, so if the credentials just error out, like, I guess I have to add has valid. Checks that there are credentials stored and that the access token has not expired. If you are not using refresh tokens, use this method instead of can renew. So does that mean I am supposed to use can renew instead? Because I am using refresh tokens. Checks that there are credentials stored and that the credentials contain a refresh token. If you're using refresh tokens, use this method instead of has valid when your app starts up. So if can renew, so I guess we want to do that. So if we have credentials, then we are logged in. Oh, so I guess, yeah. So I guess if we can renew, then we'll get the token and set it and display it. Otherwise, we'll want to try to log in. Hey, we got logged in. We got something. It's not quite the same as using like Facebook login where you're not paying them any money. Like they need to be like a reasonably cooperative company to be successful. whereas Facebook has a monopoly, so they have less incentive to be cooperative. Aiden says, there are public templates probably available on GitHub with auth pre-done. Absolutely. Aiden says, as a time saver, it's worth doing while starting up, but when the project becomes bigger, I would move off. Exactly. Oh, everyone's on the same page. That's great. If you go with Rails, for example, says Tukes, from the start, you own your users. Yeah, but even going with an auth template, like it's like maintaining auth and thinking about auth. It's something that like it takes a whole village to have good security, and that's the main reason why I want to pay for a team to do it at a low price subscription, relatively speaking, to actually employing a whole team. Duke says, as someone that wants to go full indie, do you prefer indie mobile app or web apps? You can definitely tell the difference when it's just a web app inside of an app. It's just not that great of an experience. For targeting consumers, I feel the App Store is useful. Yeah. Okay, so we are logged in. So now how do I get... we can refactor this code, but first I kind of want to get a little bit more information out. So like what else is on the creds? Access token, scope, description. We're doing a refactor first because we're doing the same thing twice here at the end. Well, actually, let's restart the app and see what happens when we come back. Like what happens on the other branch of the if. Credential renewal failed cause unauthorized. But I just got it 5 seconds ago. Is it not configured correctly? Underway admin. Refresh token expiration. Sure. I think that's all right. Aiden says, I would only do web app if it's mainly going to be used on a laptop or desktop. Yeah, and even apps like that, just phones are so prevalent. Like there's like Shortcut is a task manager I use right now, but it's kind of made like for a desktop browser, and it really is annoying to use on a phone. But it's otherwise like the best to-do manager that I've found so far. So it's why can't they just do everything right? I wish they had an app. They used to have an app a long time ago, allegedly. But I guess maintaining apps and a web app is a lot, which is true. And I think they're a smaller-ish team as well. Okay, so now... So does this have refresh tokens allowed? Yeah, we have offline access allowed. So what seems to be the problem? So I guess if can renew returned true, but then it didn't work or something. Aiden says, I like making iOS apps since I like making consumer products. Yeah, same here. Aiden says, the fact I don't need to host a server if I don't need a proper web backend. Yeah, that's true too. Although with things like GitHub Pages and stuff, you can get free hosting for static stuff fairly easily. Even Cloudflare pages or GitLab pages. There's lots of kind of free static hosting. Netlify also. Okay, credentials renewal failed. So that means can renew return true, and I guess this failed. Credentials with scope. Credentials manager cannot synchronize requests across instances. Okay, well I just have a single one, so that's good. Aiden says, yeah, I know, I'm thinking of hosting a REST API. Right on. What you need for server or serverless. Yeah, for sure. Which app are you working on? Or what's it do? I wonder if I could check out their sample app. Maybe I have a typo. Yeah, because that should be coming from the P list anyway. Oh, see, that time it worked. I must have just had a typo in there. So what's next? I think I want to show the name. I want to show like a logout button. And I want to refactor this a little bit. This little bit being repeated does annoy me. So I guess we could say single.share.creds.can renew let's get something off the access token. Access token dot. There's still no permissions on here. I know they're there somewhere. I know, same thing, but wait, why is this one black? Oh, because I'm doing if let. School is far more important. Yeah. Duke says, why did you think of adding user account in the app so they can save favorites and manage payment? Why not store on device? Yeah, currently there's no accounts. It's stored only on device and nowhere else. I want to do referral codes. Issue that. Permissions. Here we go. So permissions are on the access token. So can I say permissions? No, I have to say claim name permissions. Cannot convert type of string dot string, I guess. Blank permissions. Oh, come on, man. But that's what it looks like. It should work. Access token. Permissions. It lines up. Oh, it could be an array. Let's try this. This'll work. Yeah, there we go. Now we get the admin permission. Okay. Fantastic. Because we can show that on the screen, showing that we're showing the issuer and we're showing the list of permissions, but there's only one, and then the word profile at the bottom. So we are in fact logged in with an admin permission. This is fantastic. This is great progress. Let's check on the chat. Until I can make six figures stable. Yeah, that's the dream. Yeah, I'm not sure what user-facing stuff to offer with accounts other than like syncing favorites or something. I'm sure we'll come up with something. But yeah, this is on the admin app. Can I make this a subtitle? I guess I have fonts here that I made. And I guess we can make this an else. profile screen, but nothing was able to load, I guess. Iden says maybe Cloud Sync version so they can sync stuff with Android, since I know you can sync with iOS to iOS using Core Data. I think, yeah, for sure. Let's see, I guess we want this alignment to be leading. Oh, I misspelled it. Why is it centered? So how do I get the name? I guess let's look through the claims that we get. Go away and come back. So on the ID token, I don't see anything that looks like a name. That's weird. Oh, maybe the scope I need to like ask for their name or something. Let's ask for both and see what we get. Oh, I meant to I meant to look at something on that breakpoint. It's still the same number of things, so I don't think we got anything new. Yeah, the scope is still what's there. So I guess we need the old logout button. How do we make a logout button in the top right corner of the nav? Is that like a bar button item? Nav buttons? No. Navigation bar items is deprecated. Use toolbar for navigation leading, navigation trailing. Toolbar. ID is let's just print logout for now. Build expression is unavailable. The expression does not conform to toolbar content. Do you need to make a toolbar content? Requires the toolbar content conform to customizable toolbar content. Cannot be constructed because it has no accessible initializers. What? You have me going in circles, SwiftUI. way to share trip data with friends. Yeah, we have that already, but I guess we don't have the idea of friends. Yeah, that would be great. Toolbar content cannot be constructed. Maybe this is the wrong toolbar. There's a few other ones. Toolbar. Oh, we have the logout button, so it doesn't do anything yet. So let us do something with the logout. Single dot shared dot creds dot clears the credentials stored in the keychain. Result of clears unused. It's just return a boolean. It does. We're going to just assume that it works, and then let's, I guess, nil out the access token and ID token. Oh, so we get that last state there. So I guess we can make a login button there. And that's going to want to do this stuff here. Which means this can come into its own little function. Oh, and I don't want this little bit. It thinks I'm logged in. Oh, it must be saving the cookie inside of the URL session. Huh. Well, let's see if we got something else on the scopes. Oh, let's set that breakpoint again. Same number of items. So I don't think we got a name yet. Yeah, the scopes are still the same. So how am I supposed to log out then if clearing it doesn't doesn't work. Or maybe these scopes don't exist, so they don't come through. What are those scopes supposed to be? I know that email is definitely one. So let's try adding that, and then we'll know how much to worry. And 8. Oh, so we got a few more things now. So we did get 2 more things. Email verified. And the email. Okay. So we did get something by asking for more scopes. But we did not get the name or nickname. So what are those called? Retrieve user information. User info. Oh. What else is on the user info? Address, birth date, custom claims, email, family name, given name, middle name, name, nickname, phone number, picture, website, time zone, public claims. Huh. Okay. So I guess on the profile screen we would want to get that stuff. Yes, and then we'll have the user there, and I guess we want to store that. And what is this type T? It is a user info. Oh, I guess there's also the idea of like sign up. Which I'm hoping I don't want people to do in my admin app. Okay, well, let's see if we get what we can get off the user. Unauthorized. Okay, so let's log out. Oh, I guess we kind of always want to show this bottom part. If there's an error, we want to show it, but then always show possibility to log in. Unauthorized. Why are we unauthorized? We just got an access token. I wonder what's going on. Oh, we don't care about the email. Fetch the latest user info from the user info endpoint. Yep, that's exactly what I want to do. Why is it not working? Need to request the read current user scope when logging in. You can get the user ID from the subclaim. So this is like completely different from Well, let's try it. Unauthorized. Log out. Unauthorized. Do we have a list of the scopes? to like just add stuff in. I guess why am I trying to show the name? I don't really care to see my name in the admin app. Just kind of want to see that it works. Yeah, let's stay on target. Okay, so we don't need this. We're not going to have a user. What we actually want to do is make requests to the back end. Cool. Okay. Let's commit what we have here, because I do like what we have, but you know, this could all change. Let's see. Login and show permissions in the admin app. So if I staying on target, we don't really care what we see here. What we want to do is we want to kind of manage the maps and mark these as like shown or whatever. Just pushed this out recently. It already went through app review for iOS. They've been getting really quick. It's Android now that has the slow times. So yeah, if we have I want to like, is this a button? It is a button. I kind of want to mark this as published, I guess, is perhaps the button. So that I can, I'm going to be adding more maps. This is not a waste of time. So on that map scraping screen, let's see, do previews work? Preview is taking a while. Let's stay on target. Oh, no, it came through. Nice. I don't see this label, though. Oh, it's on the bottom. Okay. Oh, that's so interesting. The toolbar overrides, I guess the navbar overrides the toolbar? Wow. If I just do a default placement, then it goes all the way upstairs. Okay, so I'm not looking at this part. I'm looking at... Yeah, so the button will just open the map. And I guess I'm saying that the whole row is a button. Guess I want kind of... two buttons, like one to like look at the map. I don't really care about looking at the map because I have this thing here. I care about marking it as published. Man, I am getting... This was a lot of progress. But man, I need to focus or something. Yeah, let me step away for just a few moments. And we'll continue on with this screen. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Hey everybody, welcome back. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that was a helpful little break. Yeah, I think what I want to happen is when clicking this, instead of going directly to the map, I think I want to open a little pop-up with a couple action buttons on it to say like what do you want to do with this? Like view it or mark it as published. So instead of going directly to the opening the PDF, I guess we want to show an alert. Which I guess means showing a state. And I guess these are called resources, is what I called them. What's the exact type? Mapscraper.resource. Thanks. So then we can have an alert. Is presented. So this is going to be self.selected resource. It's not equal nil. Just trying to get the simplest button up here so you can see what this would possibly look like, because I don't think this is correct. Yeah, there's a different way to do alerts, I think. Oh yeah, it's item. Self dot. Then we can put a button in. this. And that. Okay. Oh, okay. That's not. That's quite the hell. That's quite a popover. Attachment anchor. How do I get an attachment anchor? A rect or a point? Okay, I think we're going to have to ask the internet. Pop over Swift UI. Just need like an example, really. The anchor point. Yes, okay, so how do I make one though? Sheet. Full screen cover, pop over. Oh, there's also a sheet. Okay, let's try this with a sheet. No, that's still pretty large. Swift UI alert with 3 buttons. In iOS 15. Which version of iOS are we on now? Like 17 or 18 or something? Okay, so this should work. '18 is the newest. Oh, thanks. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. Action sheet. I wonder if they can do the item thing on here. Or do we have action sheet with item? Let's try that. That's the most promising idea. There we go. There we go. Okay. So this will be resource.id. And then the buttons will be, I guess, view map, mark as published, and I guess this will be destructive. And we don't have a default for now. And this, okay, so we can clean up a bunch of this commented out stuff. And we can bring this back. So yeah, we can view the map. Buttons, format. We can mark as published, which doesn't do anything quite yet. Nothing quite yet. Is the newest as of now, thanks. Okay, so we can view the map. Yay. And we can mark as published, which does nothing quite yet. Okay, so I guess we want to then, make a call to the server. What does this do? Yeah, this just brings us to this page, which has the bus maps, which I do want to add at some point. Don't tell anyone though, because I don't know when I'm going to get to it, and I don't want to disappoint people. But I think that's good progress. Map screen shows option to mark as published. So how would this work? So I guess we need the credentials from the credentials manager. I mean, I guess we don't want to make a whole house right here. We want to put this function somewhere sensible. Func mark as published. Yeah, I guess it'll take one of those. And then I guess we have to like show errors and stuff. And do asynchronous stuff and all that. Import auth 0. So I guess, so credentials manager. So no, it's single.shared credential manager dot this is already going to be in a do catch, and it's also going to be inside of a task. And we have to like check if we can renew them. Like, I can see that perhaps we'll be, or do we do this on this guy? Does that compile? Cannot convert value of type string to element type HTTP header. And what's this? Import amplifier. Okay, fine. So then this is going to be authentication, and the value is going to be bearer and the token name, or rather the token value. And then we want to say curl session dot shared dot this one, data for request, try await, and this is going to be was it body and response? And click on there to check. Data response, I guess that's fine. Yeah, something like that. Which means we need to create this URL. Which is going to be, so how do we do this on the server side? How do we authenticate access tokens? Lots of fantastic progress today. Let's see, let's commit sketching out how to mark as published on the map screen. Making an curl request. I do want to look at the documentation real quick before we close down for the evening. Yeah, a lot done. I'm really happy with that. We didn't really get too stuck either. Let's see, there's some popover stuff. That was like the hardest thing. I was like, oh, how do we do action sheets? It's going places. Thank you. Yeah. It's not customer facing, so I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be working on this, but it's going to help me like keep the maps organized and keep my alerts organized, which is going to enable me to, function better and give better experiences elsewhere in the app also. Because like I said, there's going to be more maps for all the different transit systems, buses, etc. So I think this is a worthy investment, and it's a way to test out all this auth stuff without getting it into the hands of users right away, which is going to be, that's going to be a thing too, keeping track of friends and all that stuff. But yeah, how do we do this? Quick start, C#, choose a JWT library. Oh, okay. So this is all built into Vapor. We don't need a fancy library. Oh, that's going to be great. That is going to be great. Let's close that Xcode project and take a peek at open think this one. Yeah, here's the admin app. So do we have JWT imported yet? Not the yet. So let's go ahead and add it. Vapor JWT, and let's check out what the latest version of that is. Five dot 1.1. Come on, mouse. Where is the mouse? Oh, is this not showing on screen? Oh, okay. How do I... Come on, Xcode. Oh, I see what's happening. There we go. So 5.1.1. And then is this the only thing I need for JWT, or do I need other things also? This package integrates JWT kit with Vapor. Okay, perfect. This is the correct thing. Compiling for iOS. No, I'm not trying to compile for iOS. Oh, this was using sincere auth. Look at that. Not anymore. So for a signer, we need to use what? Can we read the docs? Security, JWT, keys.add. Okay, let's start with keys.add, I guess. Yeah, so what algorithm is it? HS256. Is that HMAC or is that... What's a JWK? Oh, let's import JWT. This also doesn't have the HS256. Oh, I can just pass in a JSON string here. Oh, it's HMAC. Okay. HMAC with SHA-256 is HS. Okay, so do we have HMAC in here somewhere? No. Oh, here's HMAC. Okay. Digest algorithm. And if I make an HMAC key from some string, from some data. Okay. JSON web encryption is a standard encrypted content when using generates an access token using a set of claims that are signed. A successful response contains an encrypted access token. HMAC, a symmetric algorithm, means that there's only one private key that must be kept secret and is shared between the two parties. Yeah, I don't want to use that. I want to use asymmetric. I don't like symmetric keys. Since the same key is used to both to generate the signature and to validate it, care must be taken to ensure the key is not compromised. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to recreate the algorithm or something, because I guess I selected, I thought that was the default that I used, but whatever. Good to know. But yeah, that brings us past 6 o'clock, and I've got places to go, people to see, things to do. Let's go ahead and push this upstairs. Oh no, we can add in, commit these as well. Add JWT to admin app server. It's not going to compile yet. I need to comment that stuff out. Stage all amend. There we go. Push that upstairs. Aiden says, nice. I have beds to jump into. Have a great night, dude. Thanks so much for sticking around. And best of luck on your finals projects and your app. I'll see you next week on Saturday, same time, same place. Do the dinosaur heart because 2 claws. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.